Good morning, everybody. We finally made it to October 1st. Thought September was never going to end. It seemed like it was a never-ending month, but we finally made it, and the fall weathers are setting in on us. This morning when we got up, it was a balmy 44 degrees. So I'm working on preparing the garden and all the plants for winter. And here I am building a no-till garden around my fig tree there. I've got a bottle brush there, and I've got another fig tree there. I plan on moving 2 rose bushes from around the big trees in the back that are not happy, and planting one right there, and then planting one right there. I underestimated the size of the garden that I made. I used all my cardboard collection. I'm putting down some cow manure compost, and then putting some cypress mulch down because the mulch will keep the soil warm for the plants and keep them from dying, hopefully, and freezing. So as you can see on the end there, I need one more landscape timber. I started to buy 3 yesterday, and I was like, surely no, I can buy just 2. Well, I was mistaken, so I may have to look around here and see if I've got anything that I can use, since I do not have another landscape timber handy, and finish the end of the bed down there. So today, this is what I'm working on. As you can see right here, this is 5 bags of cow manure compost topped off with some cypress no-float mulch. All right, and as you can see, my truck bed is loaded down with cypress no-float mulch and the cow manure and compost. Now, I did get the cow manure compost for $1.77 a bag from the big box store. It said if I bought 30 unbranded, no name compost, 30 bags, I could get it for $1.77. Otherwise, it was like a $1.97. I guess that just meant that they got to pick out what I got. So I saved a little bit of money there, because at one big box store it was that price. At the other one it was $2.18 a bag, I believe. And then of course the cypress mulch, I got it for about $2 something, because I picked unbranded, no name cypress mulch. And basically this is what they picked out for me. And so it was $2 something a bag, where the other one was $3 something a bag. So this is what I'm going to be working with today. Hopefully this bed will not take all of that, but we're going to try to get it done today. Get this one settled out today. And if there's anything left, I will be taking it around to my garden. And then of course back here, I have a Dorset apple tree that you can barely see in the distance. And then that little tube sticking out there, that tree was an Anna apple, and it died. And then over there, right there and there, the focus goes in and out because it wants to focus on my finger and not the trees. Those are both ambrosia apple trees that I grew from seed. And of course they always say that if you grow something from seed, it may not be true to the parent. So these are all experimentals that I'm trying out. But I'm getting them in the ground so that I don't have to worry about putting them in the greenhouse this year. And then of course there's my hummingbird butterfly garden, and it's still rocking along. So stay tuned, and I will show you what's going on. Okay, so I got the bed over halfway done, and it's looking nice. I'm using the cow manure to help level it out a little bit, and I don't know if y'all can see, but let me show you what I'm starting with. This is the ground I'm starting with. It's rock hard, and as you can see, the grass is sparsely growing in it. So we're going to have to do some amendment to the actual soil to have a lawn. As you can see across there, it's trying to fill in, but it's struggling a little bit. So that's why I'm using the compost cow manure mixture, so that I can help build this bed up. And hopefully It'll help the soil below it as well as the plants. Now I also want to hopefully spread some marigold seeds in this as well, and they'll take off. And I got my two supervisors over there watching me. Max is on the right and Rocco's on the left. And we're just having a nice day out here, nice fall day. And they're watching me while I do a little work on the garden here. So I'm gonna keep rolling and get this done. It's starting to get a little warm out here being in direct sunlight. And hopefully when these bad boys grow up a little bit, once we extend our fence from the front of the house out all the way out here to those, almost to those trees in the back out there, we'll have a nice big yard and we'll have a little bit of shade in it, because as you can see, it's going to be in full sun right now. And I plan on moving some, hopefully move some peach trees into the front yard to provide some shade. And poor Rocco's over there just a-coughing. All right, stay tuned. All right, I'm standing in the shade and I'm out of breath a little bit because I just finished up building this garden bed. We found a post that we were not using to finish up this in, so I didn't have to buy another landscape post. I finished filling it in with composted cow manure, and then I went and filled it in the rest of the way with some cypress no float mulch. I can't talk, goodness. And as you can see, I put it around the outer edge of the landscape timbers so that it'll hold them in place as well, so they won't move around, and maybe we won't get too close to it and bump it with the lawnmower. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna finish watering it, and we're gonna go in and have some lunch. After lunch, I'm gonna transplant those rose bushes and anything else that might not be doing so good in the shade back there. And I'm gonna move some of my landscape lights from in the back around the big tree and put them out here so it kind of looks nice at night and you can see it. Another reason I wanted to build this garden bed, not only just for the fig trees and the bottle brush and maybe some rose bushes, but I want to see a little something nice when I come in from work in the evening after a long day and being gone from the house. I want to come in and see something that looks nice and eye-pleasing, and know that I built it and it actually improves the property. And eventually what we want to do is we want to be able to go anywhere around the house and be able to pull fresh fruit off trees that we have growing around here and just enjoy a nice healthy snack. And hopefully these two fig trees will be here, or fig bushes should I say, because the tree part actually died this past winter and it produced more shoots off the root system, so they'll probably be more or less bushes, giant bushes. But fresh figs right off the tree, man, that's just one of the nice pleasures of country living, or having the ability to grow food on your own property. But stay tuned, and I'll be back after lunch and we'll do a little bit more work to this flower bed. Now let me show you. I bought 30 bags of composted cow manure and 15 bags of cypress no float mulch. And what you see in the bed of my truck is what I have left out of all that. So I will have some stuff to work with around some other trees and the vegetable gardens in the garden. And I'll do an update hopefully today and get it posted as well with this one on the vegetable garden and what it's doing or not doing. Okay, I just want to show y'all what the garden looks like from the driveway side. We got a chair sitting back there because we were sitting in the shade early this morning. I went ahead and put some landscape lights around it. And we've got a fig tree a rose bush that was not happy in the back. We got a bottle brush, and in front of it we got a marigold. Next we've got another rose bush and some marigolds and a fig tree. And I've got everything built and planted for now. It's an 8-foot bed, and we've got 6 sticks on each side. All of them are 8 foot, and then we added a little piece of pole that we were not using, or post that we were not using, to close it in so we could use what we have. And this is the finished product, and it is ready for winter, other than maybe putting some poles up around it and some Bisqueen. That way it helps keep everything a little toastier in it. But that is what the garden bed looks like that I was wanting to build. Like I said, it's right next to the driveway. As you can see, here's our driveway. And this is the finished product for now. I'm very happy with the way it turned out, and I'm glad this project is now done, with the exception of maybe in spring I'll come back and add some more rose bushes, and hopefully these rose bushes will like this area here and take off before winter gets here, and that way their roots will grow and they'll be a lot happier here. Thank you for joining me for this build. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Hit that notification bell so that you get notified when more videos are being created and posted. And I'm fixing to get out to the garden. Oh, while we're here, look at the hummingbird. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna get out to the garden, and I'm gonna add what remains of this compost and mulch. And as you can see, I added it to the outside. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. But I'm going to add what's back here to my asparagus bed and fill in the main body of it with the compost and the mulch. And that will get me partway completed on that. And later on, I've got to go and fill in the actual cinder blocks to help insulate it. But I will do another video here shortly. Thank you for coming. And we are learning as we grow.